Um, everybody, it's been so long. I don't even know how to do this anymore.
You talk.
Stream, talk, do anything. So many things have happened since the last time we met. The Super Bowl happened, XFL, like everything sport related. My wife gave birth to a child.
Woo!
Just minor things. Yeah, that's been eating up a lot of my time. So those things happened, and I am sleep deprived. Not as much as Cam, maybe, but struggling a little bit here and there. But let's do this. Let's get started right into the housekeeping. Shake it off. Shake off the rust. So we are FeatherFall Tabletop. This is Curse of Strahd. We have a few sponsors. One of them is Found Familiar Coffee. 10% discount if you follow the link down below. Use FeatherFall in checkout. Skull Splitter dice down below as well. For that link, if you need to get yourself some dice, 10% discount. Use code FeatherFall in checkout. We have a couple things coming up in the works. We have a one-shot on the 17th of February. That is going to be a Genesis game DM'd by Cole. If you want to get in a one-shot, check out our Discord. Let us know you want in. We'll get you in a game. They're filling up fast, but new ones open all the time. New addition to those one-shots that we just released. If you want to DM a one-shot, just not playing one, but you want to DM one, we have an application for that now. You can surely fill one out, and we will. You'll kind of get in. It's not. We just want to know, what you're doing, and a few things. Cross some T's, dot some I's, kind of things. Cam is actually going to be one of those guest DMs.
Yeah.
And I struggle saying guest DM next to Cam. Cam's a regular.
Cam's okay.
Yeah, but yeah, Cam, you have a game coming up down the pipe as well, and he was actually the guinea pig for that application process. So, but it's out there. Please, if you want to do that, check it out. Come into our Discord, link down below. The Gods We Know will be here on Tuesday on this Twitch channel, February 11th. That is DM'd by Adam here in our Curse of Strahd game. And Cole's part of that, and many others. Jen just DM'd a one-shot last night in their home brew, setting the Arcane Empire. That was the Haunted Quarry. 2 players here tonight played in that. They're going back-to-back nights. That is already edited and uploaded to our YouTube and podcast. So if you missed it, you can see the edited version there. And check it out. Also, so this is Curse of Strahd. This is session 3, titled The Monster in the Basement. That is no spoiler. These players know that there is a monster in the basement, and they've been told that. But for our Curse of Strahd playthrough, we do have a special sponsor, and that is that is Roll20 themselves. That is that we are in the Spotlight program for them, and they have taken us under their wing for this playthrough of Curse of Strahd. So we're using the Curse of Strahd module on Roll20, all the maps and such. Please check out their digital tabletop games and formats and modules and all that good stuff at roll20.net. This is how we roll. I think we got it all. Whew. I tried to make that faster because last edit of Curse of Strahd was 4 minutes long, just getting through the intro. So hopefully that was a little bit faster. We get into this game. But before we actually get into the game, I need our characters to introduce themselves, and they had some homework last time, and that was to come up with one song that kind of embodies their character. And just tell us what that song is, and maybe a brief, like, hey, I chose that because of this. Maybe it's a lyric, the title, maybe just the tone of the song, whatever it is. Just let us know. So let us know your character name, the song you chose, and why. And we will start with Adam. Got him in mid-type, and he's muted.
Okay, Bull here, Bard, Elf variant, Eladrin, and for his song, I chose Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire." I'm planning on making him a lore bard, so it kind of works out 'cause in the song he does name, just like rapid fire, a bunch of historical figures and things that happened and like novels and works of art, and so I thought it kind of went hand in hand. and I started a fire last time. So yeah,
Works on so many
I
levels.
think yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Adam. And as Bull. Next, Jason as Tack.
So I went with 46 and 2 by Tool. Tack, the Warlock, who is kind of undergoing both some psychological as well as physiological changes due to his Warlock patron, which now that we're level 2, we'll probably see some of that come into effect.
Awesome. Thanks. Thanks, Jason. Next would be Dax as Myrna.
Hi, I'm Dex. I'll be playing Myrna tonight, the Bronze Dragonborn War Domain Cleric. And for Myrna's song, I picked a drum cover by Brooke C. She does amazing drum covers. Just gonna plug her there. Her specific drum cover was Non-Point El Diablo, and if you know anything about the lyrics, it fits very well with Myrna's backstory, and that is all I will say about that.
Yeah, the opening of that song was great. The drum solo was just...
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
everything
awesome.
She's done is amazing.
Yeah. Thanks, Dex. Next would be Bob as Avi Toast.
Yeah, Avi, Fire Genasi, Druid, going with Wildfire Druid. The song I chose is kind of juxtaposed to Bull's, the Prodigy Firestarter. So he didn't start the fire, whereas I did. It was me.
Yeah, but Bull's probably lying because he did start the fire. But yeah, no, that's a great song too. All right, thanks, Bob. That leaves us to Cam and Cass. As Cass.
Awesome. Yes. So playing Cascada, Bloodhunter, Water Genasi. I picked a song called Alien Shivers by Vola. I think that's the one I'll probably settle with. I picked a lot, but that's the one that I'll probably go with. Just the general gist and feel, feeling both okay in yourself, but also feeling out of it in this strange experience in this strange world kind of feels apt. It's either that or Ocean Man. So I went with the one that's deeper rather than the silly one.
Awesome. Thanks, Cam. You picked a lot of songs, but did you make an entire Spotify playlist? That's the because
yet.
one person in the group did.
That is very
It's
true.
great. It's
I
great.
have a problem. It's okay.
It's great. All right. Thank you for reintroducing us and letting us know a little bit about your characters via song. So let's get started. Let's jump back in. We are currently at Durst Manor. But backtracking a little bit, you started in Daggerford. The mayor of Daggerford asked you to get rid of some vagrants that were outside, kind of harassing her people. You did that for them. You got suckered into with promising of horses to a job for these vagrants. They would leave if you did something for them, and that was talk to Madame Eva in Barovia. And you followed them for a ways and then was mysteriously transported via mist and fog to a new land, which you can assume is Barovia. You spent some time outside the gates trying to figure out what you were going to do, went through the gates, took some needle blights in the forest that probably could have been avoided if it wasn't for Bull's horn and dancing lights and what else, Bull? You threw so many things out there. A lot of things. Fairy fire. Spent a night in the woods, kind of opposed by some, but done anyways. The next morning, you came across two children kind of whimpering outside of a house. They asked you to go in and save their brother, who is on the third floor, but they said, be careful of the monster that is in the basement. Some people, more begrudgingly than others, kind of went in, kind of stayed out. We had a brief, and I say brief, it was most of the session, split the party moment, where we had people on different levels of this manor that we can see as 3 to 4 levels. And I think we had somebody on every level at one point, minus the basement. Couple things happened. A small fire started. An unseen servant yeeted themselves off of a balcony. Animated armor came alive. Crushed Cass. I think you went unconscious for a brief moment in time. I will say Myrna had some clutch spell casting, from what I can remember. Bane, I think, was in the mix. That kind of helped a little bit. And I think that's where we left off. You are on the 3rd floor of this house, kind of spread out in the balcony area and the stairs of the landing. And I think, Bull, you are actually in the nursery next to this bassinet that is aflame currently. Did I get everything? I tried Cliff Note version and get us moving.
I think that's where we're at.
That's a pretty good job, yeah.
We found out that Walter actually wasn't in the nursery like we were originally told. They claimed that Walter was in the basement, and Bull was very disgruntled about that.
So you have not found Walter the child that was supposed to be in the 3rd level.
Nope.
I believe his name was Walter Mellon.
Well, this is the Durst family, so it's... I mean, we can make Limp Bizkit jokes, too, if we want, but we won't. So we're going to pause... I'm going to pause talking. I'm going to kind of let you guys calibrate with each other and get into the game. You're at the third of the 3rd floor. Dust is kind of filling every crevice, every crack, every surface. It's got a nice thick layer of dust. 4 of you are in the landing of the 3rd floor. Animated armor is now down on the ground, kind of just unanimated. And yeah, there we are.
I'm going to go and put out the flame in the crib that Bull decided to set before the house burns down on our heads.
Okay, yeah, so as you go into that room, you see there is a bassinet in one corner. You do see a broken window that Bull made his way in. There is the hanging black shroud is now kind of starting to catch flame. Shroud, I should say, it's like a canopy bed that is now, like muslin type material.
I don't know. I feel like shroud would be more appropriate.
Well, that's how it's written. But yeah, so you, how are you putting this out? It's not like super fire, but it is.
If it's not, I probably would take down the shroud canopy, whatever,
Okay.
and then just beat on it with my shield to kind of tamp out the flames.
Okay, yeah, and it's kind of all older, brittleized furniture that is easily kind of put into place, moving how you want it to move, and it is being tamped out, and I'll say fairly easily.
Okay.
Bull, you are in that room with Myrna as this is happening.
Foghorn Lego. Now, Myrna, can I just throw this out? If we burn the house down, then they have to come to us, and we just can stop looking.
As soon as the flames have stopped, I don't even get up from my crouch position. I just turn and look at Bull, and I bare my teeth. Like, that is enough from you.
Fair enough.
And then I'll stand up to my full over 6 feet height and just glare down at Bull and point out the door.
Yeah, all right. Let me just gathers up his dagger, which I'm not sure if I did or not, but
That's right. Yeah, you had thrown a dagger into, and the only way we were going to get it to stick and stop the door was a natural 20, and you did hit that. Yeah, so you kind of break that free from its home in the wooden floor there. You get that sheathed. Everybody else out in the hallway, what are you doing?
I'm gonna,
Aztac and Avi.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke the armor, make sure it's not moving anymore.
Yeah, it is dead and lifeless, and as you kind of like pick up the breastplate, you see that there's just this empty void in there. Nothing filling the armor whatsoever.
And then what else is on the landing? Are there more doors here?
Yeah, so as you're looking around, you do see a door right next to the door that that Myrna and Bull were into in that corner, and you do see. Let me reveal for you. Let's do that. Reveal areas.
I'm gonna turn to Cass and Tack and say, well, I mean, baby's not here, so let's keep looking. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta have faith.
You gotta have faith. So you do see a double. You do see a double door up towards the north.
I would like to take 1 second and say, Timmy Nipples, thank you for joining.
Is he in freaking chat right? Timmy Nips. Missed you, bud.
It's been a long time, friend. He was one of the very first.
He's OG.
To support FeatherFall Tabletop.
Was Dad Bod D&D at that point, if you didn't know. But anyways, so Avi, you see those doubled. Let me pause. Let me give Timmy Nips his due. Thank you, Timmy, for joining us. I appreciate it. Back to the game. Double doors up at the top northern part of this hallway. Dusty panes of stained glass that are set in each door, one in each door. And you can see no light behind them, but you can see like the makings of a windmill, which we have kind of figured that is the crest of the Durst family. You saw it down in the entryway and some other places on your way up. So you can probably assume that this is what would be a master type bedroom. So there's that. And then as you turn that corner, you do see a door right across from that. So
go double doors.
So as you open this up, you do see a dusty, cobweb-filled, large bedroom. There's a big queen king-size bed in the upper right-hand corner. You see burgundy drapes covering the windows to the north. Furnishings, including a 4-post bed, embroidered with curtains and tattered gossamer veils. There's a matching pair of empty wardrobes right next to that. And as you're looking around, you see in between those wardrobes, there's a vanity, just like a little makeup kind of station, what would be a makeup station. With there is a little box on there that you can see. There's a padded chair right in front of it. Right in front of you on the ground is a tiger skin rug that is almost like rotted. It's not fresh looking. The fur is matted. The face is kind of like, it's like a rookie taxidermist kind of started this, and it didn't preserve it well enough. And that's in front of the fireplace.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna dope back and be like to Cass and Tack. I'm getting the feeling people don't actively live here right now.
Just now you got that?
No, I mean
I'm
clarifying that this is where we are, right?
I will remind you, the first and second levels were dust-free. Third level, covered in dust. So as you were all making your way up those stairs, Bull, you wouldn't know that, but everybody else has. Because you know that. You Misty stepped on up to the balcony, but everybody else who kind of made their way up. And you didn't notice so much that the first 2 levels didn't have dust. It was more this level does have dust as it hits your nose and kind of some of your senses, and like you can taste it in the air. It's just really danky, dusty feeling.
We're the only people that's been up here anytime recently.
But this is the master, and this is where they said their brother lives.
Children lie.
Well, like ghost children, yeah.
Not incorrect.
I agree with you. I mean,
regular children lie.
Scared children don't lie.
They lie the most.
Only if they're in trouble.
If you lost your brother, would you be in trouble?
I would want to look for my brother, I would imagine. So I'd be scared and want to find him, right?
He's not up here.
Thanks.
I'm going to open this door down here next to that's right off the landing. See if what's in that room.
Yeah, right next to you. Okay.
Yep.
I'm still on. There we go. All right. New DM to roll 20. So sometimes figuring this stuff out. So as you open this door up, it is again like a wave of dust, kind of as you're letting new air come in, kind of stirs up and catches your nostrils, and kind of shocks you for a moment. Dusty shelves. It's a little tiny like storage room. Dusty shelves line the walls of this room. There's some folded sheets and blankets. You can see what would be like some toiletries, some soap, and the like. There's a broom in the corner it's got cobwebs connecting itself to the shelves and just kind of sucking it into the room. Not a whole lot of cobwebs, but it is. You can see them, and that's against the far wall. But yeah, it's mostly like a storage linen closet room. No windows.
Here's the broom. you know that this floor needs. It's right in there.
Is that
And the
you
bolt-
volunteering to clear the place up?
No, I'm just saying that the whole reason this room's dusty, the room's covered in cobwebs in there.
Right.
Can I
Bull, what do
say
you
that oh, go ahead.
go? No, go ahead, Myrna.
I was just gonna say, can I say at that point that's when I walk out and I turn to Tack and just be like, so you're actually volunteering for something then?
No.
I'm gonna continue in the room, by the way.
D&D cleanup detail. It's
Oh,
fun.
that was a good one. All right. Sorry, Avi. Before I get that, I want to check in with Bull. Bull, what are you doing in this room down here to the south? And I imagine Myrna, you're out into that hallway, kind of entryway now, next to Tack, out of the nursery room. So you're kind of in the same room as Bull.
Once Bull left, I just followed behind him.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Bull, I can give you a description of this room if you'd like. I don't think I have yet.
Yeah, he would have walked around since I think during the encounter he would have just passed right by it to see what the noise was before. But now that everything's quieted down, he probably wants to take a look around.
Yeah, so you see another large bed in this room, 2 end tables. There's a wardrobe closet. Mounted on the wall right next to the left of that wardrobe closet is a full-length mirror, top floor to ceiling. It's got a wood framed. It's got what looks like ivy and berries kind of intertwining. Ooh. And it's got little berries here and there. You do see there is a fireplace at the east end of the room.
I'd like to take a look at this wardrobe.
Okay.
Pop it off in there.
Yeah, go ahead and give. Are you opening the wardrobe and looking inside?
Yeah. Open it up, look and see if there's anything. How about oh wait, did I?
You got a mage hand or something? I'm kidding. I don't want to. Did I say?
No.
Did I say it a certain way that is halting you from wanting to open this?
No. We'll open it up.
All right. Yeah. So you open it up and it's empty. There's nothing there. There are no drawers in it. It's just an armoire that is just. It's got a curtain rod in it, but it is empty. There's nothing in there.
Okay. I guess I'll take a look at himself in the mirror.
Okay.
Maybe investigate that.
All right. Yeah. Give me an investigation check as you're staring into the mirror.
Oh no. 11.
11. As you're kind of looking, you do see like some handprints that are down your normal height, like average humanoid height, right? Like
Yeah.
6 feet tallish. Okay, yeah, like below you, like waistline, you do see some handprints that like smudges on the mirror. And as you start to look deeper into the mirror, like at your eye level, as you kind of pan up, you see 2 circles kind of glow. It's almost like one of those 3D mirrors where there's like a level behind it. But you do see like 2 what would look like eyes kind of glowing and looking back at you. And we're going to pause there. Avi, what are you doing?
This is all normal. All normal things.
In the master bedroom.
So I'm going to open the box. It's on like the makeup stand.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, 100%. I don't care. We're
All right, so
tonight.
As you walk over in between the bed and the wardrobes, and in between is a little makeup stand. You see a little jewelry box, and you're gonna go ahead and open that. You said?
Oh yeah.
All right. The jewelry box itself is
Me.
yeah, it is not a mimic. It is silver, like the whole thing is silvered, and it's got like gold filigree, like filling any of the embossments in it. As you open it up, you do see there are 3 golden rings in there. You see a thin necklace that has a big topaz pendant hanging from it.
And nobody's in this room with me?
Not currently.
Okay,
I'm assuming everybody is where their tokens are.
I'm going to just take that box and put it in my bag.
Okay, so the whole box.
The whole box.
All right. Okay. Shame. All right.
Yeah.
You do see. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a door north that heads. There's a little door there. There's a little door.
I'll open
there's another
all doors in here.
Okay.
But
right.
You can go to next person.
Okay. Yeah, I'll kind of. There's a little closet there, and then as you look out here, there's a little balcony. Cass, Tack.
Cass is just kind of trying to shake off the events that just happened. Little bit of a wound to his pride. He's kind of.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You were one-shotted, right?
All right, you don't have to rub it in.
Hey, you remember that time?
Yeah. Remember that time?
So, Bull, as you're, what are you doing as you kind of see these two orbs glow and then kind of flicker and fade away?
How heavy do we think this mirror is?
It's got a pretty good. It's floor to ceiling, pretty much. Got a pretty decent wooden frame around it. So I'm going to say it's probably frame and mirror included. I'm going to say it's probably around 25-ish pounds.
Oh, that's not too bad. But
as far as just like household objects go, it's pretty heavy. Like if
that's
fell
true.
on you.
Like, hey, Marina, I got something for you to lift. You're pretty strong, right?
I don't look in the room. I just kind of poke my head around the corner. What do you want?
Well, I saw some things that might be glowing orbs behind mirror, and I need you to help me lift it. There could be the baby stuck behind it. Can I roll a persuasion?
I walk into the room. Walk up to Bull standing next to this mirror. What is this?
Yeah, take a look. There's little smudge marks down at the bottom, and then I guess eye level. I saw something.
All right, I will crouch down and look at said smudges.
Okay.
You just hear the clinking of chainmail rattling as
Yeah. So okay, give me an investigation check.
All right.
Is what I should have said.
Okay, 14.
14. So you see what look like kids' hands, like gummy kids' hands that are kind of down at their level. And as you kind of bring your eyesight up, your eye line up, they kind of fade away where they're out of reach, and it's more clear up there. You don't see the orbs that were glowing that Bull said were there.
Bull, I hate to tell you, but I do not see any orbs. Are you sure you saw something?
I mean, it sure is. You're standing here with me. And then he'll reach out and kind of touch you to see if you're actually standing there with him.
I look down at his hand and then look back at Bull. Don't touch.
Oh, you're right.
I see children's smudges. Like they had something sticky on their hands when they were touching the mirror. But I see nothing. I'll stand up. Why do you want this moved?
I mean, it could be a secret passage back there. You know what? It's probably not important. Let's just go. I'm sure there's no child trapped behind there, or the parents doing whatever they're doing.
All right. What do I need to do to pick up this mirror? If I want to grip it on both sides where it's being, held.
Yeah, you could. It's not so wide that you can't get your arm. It's kind of a little bit wider than a body would be, and you can. Yeah, you could pick it. From what you could tell from your previous investigation check, you could pick it up and kind of shimmy it over and set it down right next to the wardrobe or up against the other wall if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll pick it up first and just shift it not even a foot to my left and set it back down.
Okay. So you do that, you pick it up, and as you turn here,
Oh, come on.
I was just clearing my throat.
You're laughing.
I was just clearing my throat.
All right, guys, the cleric's dead. Have fun with the rest of the game without me.
Or you are gone.
I'm gone. It's fine.
Yeah.
You'll find me later. I'm sipping tea with Strahd. It's fine. It's fine.
You see this hand come out, this ghostly vision of a hand come out and swipe down it's like your arm piece as you're turning, and it rolled a 21 to hit.
That hits.
You take 8 points of necrotic damage.
What?
And give me a Constitution save.
Oh my god.
What? You know what? So I'm gonna kill Bull.
I would too.
Totally Bull's fault. It's all Bull's fault.
Pray for me, y'all, because I got a 0 modifier on my Constitution.
Oh shit.
Oh, so how am I gonna die? I rolled a nat 1.
Oh shoot.
Cam, you're not helping me with that reaction.
Oh my god.
So
Okay, now I wish I was a halfling. I really do.
as that hand, that would help. As that hand comes in and you feel its nails come up and underneath your shoulder plate and your arm, and its nails dig in, and you feel some of your life just being drained out of you. And as that's happening, you see that hand kind of manifest into a more real, less ethereal feeling, and it pops its head out of the wall the rest of the way, and you see this woman, this ghostly vision of a woman, hair back in a bun, just kind of like face falling apart, and you have 8 less hit points.
Yeah, I'm at half health.
So 8 hit points come off the top, and you can't regain those.
Oh, that's off my max HP.
Yes.
Not. Oh, come on. Oh, that's right, because it's necrotic. Okay. Quick question: do I recognize this visage?
It's not Mrs. Durst.
Okay. Then I guess
It's
never
not,
mind.
not Mrs. Durst, though.
But it's
it
not
does
Mrs.
not. From the brief encounters you've had with some of those paintings and portraits of the Durst family, it does not look like Mrs. Durst.
All right. Can I roar in pain and swipe the mirror at the hand?
I would.
So you want to try to take the mirror and come back across?
Not even to hide it, like just to smack it across.
All right, let's roll initiative. Let's roll initiative, and then we'll see.
That's always been so much fun.
Do the folks outside hear the yell?
Yeah, so I'll say everybody in this room hears that Myrna's kind of draconic roar come out, and yes, everybody hears it.
I'm going to die.
So, Bull, you are seeing Myrna kind of writhe in some pain, and I'm going to say her knees kind of buckle a little bit as she's starting to swing this around, and you see this specter like half coming out of the wall, and you can see its like upper torso and face coming out and towards you.
He'll go ahead and say, I warned you, I think. And he'll throw a card at the specter.
Do it. These are your magic cards, right?
Yeah, I think that's probably not gonna do it. So 11 to hit.
Ooh, 11 does not hit. It just it's pulling the rest of its.
Wait. 13. Sorry.
Oh, 13 hits. Damn you.
Yes.
13 hits.
Okay, and that is
what kind of damage are we?
Shit, that's probably not good. It's gonna be 4 damage, and then it's poison damage.
Okay.
So it's a green card, flies out of his hand, like kind of whips around Myrna and hits the spectral thingy.
Now, if something is immune to damage, that's like 0, right?
Yeah.
All right. So as this card this green card manifests out of your hand and flies. It gets into the torso of this, and you can see its like blood, what would be its veins, kind of light up green, and then all that green energy just shoots out its appendages and out of its body and just like dissipates out from it. And it does not really like it doesn't even like change its demeanor. It's just, it doesn't really feel anything. It's like that energy just went in and got shot right back out.
All right, he's gonna just jump onto the bed.
Monkey. Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
All right. So, Tack, that brings us to you. You see this card flying by you, and it's still kind of just like snarling at you, getting ready with its other hand to come down and take a swipe at you. And you're turning with that mirror. Or no, sorry, Tack. I was explaining as if you were Myrna. That is my fault. Sorry.
I'm gonna step over, kind of like look my head out, see that there's a specter over there, sigh heavily, and just, Bull, I'm pretty sure this is your fault, and I'm going to shoot a Eldritch Blast at the specter. And that is a 12.
12 hits.
Yay.
Just hits.
So enthused.
And that's force damage?
Yeah, it's going to be 6 points of force damage.
All right.
Wait, hold on. That might be wrong. Sorry. It is...
A D10?
Nope, that's correct. Yeah, 6 points. D10 plus my charisma modifier, so...
Okay. Yeah, so it does, and it kind of... the whole force of the blast coming through kind of pushes it closer to Myrna, so now its face is getting closer to yours and snarling even more at you. Is that it, Tech?
That's it for me.
Avi. You can hear the commotion. I'm going to say you can't really see or get a clear line of shot with Tack in front of you, and then Cass even more in front. Cass, I'm going to say you're kind of kneeling. I won't call you prone, but you are kind of, like, as you were bandaging yourself up and kind of composing yourself, you are down a little bit, but I won't say you're prone or anything, but that's Avi, what you want.
Yeah, so I'm going to do my new thing.
Ooh.
And Cass, how many hit points do you have?
9.
A 9.
I'm pretty brutal right now, to be honest.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast what is it called exactly? Wild Spirit. And what that does, Wildfire Spirit, everybody within 10 feet of where I cast it, so 30 feet, I'm casting it epicenter right. So Myrna doesn't get hit, but Cass is going to get hit. I'm sorry. Everybody has to make a Dex save, I believe.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
Oh, that's fine. This is totally okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
So where are you casting this again? At this square?
This square right there.
Okay. So the Spectre has to make a save, yes?
Yes. And so this little... so it just emerges from my hand, and it almost shoots, like, it kind of floats in a way. And this little ball, if you think of like the willow wisps in Brave, it kind of looks just like that, and it's this little floating spirit. And as it comes up, it just shoots this like flame wave all the way around it.
Okay.
So everybody has to take a. And
rolled a 17.
Does it say? I don't know if it says. I'm sorry, this is new and I'm terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Against my spell save DC.
Okay.
I'm terrible. My spell save is 12. So as long as
It's
you beat 12.
and me, right? That you were going for.
Say that again.
It's it, and then I'm caught in the area as well.
Yes,
right?
unfortunately.
Cool. It made its save. I failed, I think.
So you take 8 points of damage.
Does Do they take half damage on a save?
No, it doesn't say. And then I'm gonna say use my bonus action to tell it to use Dark Seed.
Okay.
On its turn, which it's turn right now. Which Dark Seed or Flame Seed, it's a +4 to hit. That's a crit. So 24.
And that's a ranged attack at the Spectre. Yes.
Correct.
Yeah. 24 hits.
24 hits. 1d6 +2, 3, 5, and then crit. Are you doubling damage or rolling twice?
I'll leave that up to you. I can't remember what we said. I think we rolled twice last time. I think we've determined that is
modifier
the
1.
modus
So
operandi.
6.
Modifier 1.
No, 5 +4, 9. 9 points of.
9 total.
Yes.
Fire damage.
Flame. Yeah, correct.
Okay. Cut in half, so that's going to be 4.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Low resistance.
Throw that in there casually.
Okay. So I put a token out there. It's kind of a dummy token for your wild guy. Anything else, Avi?
No, I'll wait. I'm cool. I'm sorry, Cass.
All right, Mirna.
It's okay. I'm at 1 hit point.
Oh shit! This is ugly, guys. Mirna, I was like, you guys are level 2. No problem. Mirna, you are there, like,
this is where it all ends.
fighting off this Spectre as it's kind of getting pelted in the back with these little flame seeds being pew-pewed at it. You're just now turning over, and I'll say you are in between it now with the mirror, if you'd like to be.
Sure. So can I have to treat this as a improvised weapon, right? If I'm trying to smack it with the mirror, since that's what's in my hands.
I'll say it's a free action if you want to ditch that and use.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Your weapon, yeah. Free action to interact with that and.
All right.
And move on.
Oh God in heaven! All right.
Yep, I'm feeling it too.
All right, Cam. It was nice playing with you.
Yeah.
This is where we sign off.
Session 3. TPK.
Oh, bad. Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Oh my God! Just save me. Just save me. That's all I want. All right. So it's D8 +2. So it'll be 7 points of damage on the Spectre.
Okay. Halved. So you feel your hammer coming down through, and it's not like you're used to when you're connecting with body and it's kind of resistance. It kind of, it's like cutting through butter, and it's just there's a little resistance, but it moves too clear, and you kind of catch it down on the floor in front of you. So that's action.
Yeah, I'm good.
How many hit points do you
I'm
have?
only level 2.
I was gonna say I don't think you are, but it's okay.
Well, I mean, I only have so many spell slots, and
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
like half dead. So I kind of conserve and think about my actions.
You should have thought about your action.
Oh, gee,
All right, so it is the Spectre's turn. If Mirna, since you are done, it is going.
Yeah.
As it kind of gets, its body kind of separates a little bit through your warhammer, and then comes back, and it's now swiping down in front of you.
Please don't die.
That's going to be an 8 to hit. I think that misses. I'm going to say it misses. 8.
8 misses, Dax.
It's got to miss. Yeah. All right. So as it comes down, it's
Sorry,
it's
I was reading something on my character sheet.
you're making
Here,
me
8
tense.
misses. Oh yeah, 8 misses.
So as it's coming back together and swiping at you at the same time, it just like swipes over you as you are repositioning with your warhammer. It is going to, seeing that it missed, it is going to move through the wall into the nursery. Mirna, you can have an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, sure, I'll take that.
As it kind of disappears into the wall.
I can do math. 19.
19 hits.
I can math. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. All right, so that's 9 halves, so that's 4 points damage.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, it lets out kind of a as it pushes through into the door. You can tell it's kind of like rethinking its actions. That leads us to Cass. At the bottom of the order. You see it. You can see it kind of disappear. And you see Myrna maybe... I don't know. Does Myrna ever show fear openly?
She always looks angry.
Okay. You see Myrna angered. We won't say fear.
And she's hurting, so now she's really angry.
As a free action, I'd like to grab my freshly charred arm, just kind of throw a look backwards of just pure irritation.
I'm going to point to tack as you do that.
Right. It's shifted into another room. I'm just a man with a stick. I don't know. Can I at least get up? I'm probably going to move up.
Yeah, you have all your movement.
Yeah, I'll at least move up.
Yeah, and you can move freely past the wildfire shape.
Yeah. Is that a door there?
That is a door, and it is closed.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and kick that open.
Okay. Yeah, as you kick it down and open it, and you see that specter kind of phase out, and then it's right in. Its back is to you. It is moving towards the back of the room.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stab.
Okay. Stabby stab.
Stab. 14.
14 hits.
Sweet. That is 4 points of piercing damage and 3 points of cold damage.
4 and 3.
Yeah, because my right's still up.
All right. So that would be 7.
7.
That's hard. All right.
As long as it's not resistant to cold, anyway.
It's still there, and it's moving, and it's kind of clawing forward in the air towards the bassinet, the crib that is in there.
Okay, that is not creepy in the slightest.
Bull.
Not at all.
Or sorry, Cass. Anything else?
I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay.
So
right.
Yeah.
Bull. That leads us to you. You've seen it disappear. You saw Cass enter in the doorway and stab.
Bull takes out his rapier and runs towards the room. He says, "Would have been nice if this was still on fire." And he's going to roll an attack on.
I had a plan.
That is a 24. No, 23. No,
Yeah,
22.
Yeah. Anything over 12 or over.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you're good.
Is damn it! 5 damage.
5 total.
Yes,
Oh,
5
that's
total.
Believe it or not, that's enough. It had 2 left, so reduced down to half. That's 2. It's as you're coming in with the rapier coming down, it is reaching towards the bassinet, and you hear. Oh, it hasn't said any words up to this point, but you do hear an audible Walter. So it's kind of reaching forward, and then as its hand gets on the edge of the bassinet, it just falls and is gone, and that would be initiative.
I imagine that when Bull retells this story, it will be, I had planned all along to destroy this amazing specter with fire, and the stupid Dragonborn tamped it out.
So as you're kind of now, Myrna, you are reassessing the situation. You see where you took that mirror off. You see a little door that is just ajar that was right behind the mirror.
Everyone, you might want to come see this.
Yeah.
As I walk by Cass, I'm gonna touch his shoulder and cure wounds.
Does Myrna get her health back? Am I able to heal or?
Nope, she is still at -8 off the top. So she can I don't know what your total hit points are, but -8, that's as high as you can go.
Six hit points. Cass.
Me?
Cass.
Oh, no, Cass. I was like, what? I was like, I am not at 6. Don't do that to me.
And if you want, Bull or Myrna, if you want to give me intelligence check. I was going to say nature, just to see what that effect is that you're feeling. Medicine.
I'll aid if she wants advantage.
Yeah, you guys, you can make that check together, and I'll
Sure.
give. You can each roll, or one of you can have advantage. Medicine.
You said you want to aid.
Advantage. Yeah.
All right. 16.
Yeah, you kind of heard through your time on the field and just being around like field medics and maybe some of the stories that they passed on. It's like this will heal itself with a long rest. You're back to normal once you kind of get some sleepy. Hurts right now, but
Like a son of a bitch.
I'm gonna turn to Arby and just kind of say, I'm not thanking you for that one. That's the one you owed me.
We're square.
Bull's gonna turn towards Avi and be like, when did you get a fire goblin?
Actually, just in here, to be honest.
Oh.
It's been something I've been practicing, but I guess now was the time to finally master that.
And how long does that stay up? It's
1 hour.
okay.
It's broken.
That's why it's Unearthed Arcana. We'll give feedback. Fine.
It's not broken. It's cool for now. Take advantage of it.
Yeah. What's everybody else doing? Tack.
I'm gonna go look in the door that Myrna was talking about. I assume as I enter the room, it's apparent what she was
Oh yeah, I'm staring right
referring
at it.
to.
Yeah, as you kind of peek your head in there, you see another dust-filled hallway with stairs that are going up.
Go up.
Up.
The attic. So, are we going upstairs, folks?
Well,
I'm just gonna kind of wander in, take one look at the doorway, just.
well, Tack, if it's up to you, we can just stay here, yeah?
You trying to throw shade? You can't even control your own magics, and you're trying to throw shade.
No.
Get that under control over there, then come back and talk to me. And I'm going to move back over towards this door up here at the top.
Okay.
And open that door that was across from the double doors.
All right. I'm taking a walk.
I need to walk away.
As you open this, do you have night vision? Tack?
No one else can see, but yes, I do now.
Okay.
So the next time it's dark, I was actually holding a candle or torch
Okay.
downstairs that I brought up the
Yep.
stairs with me, which is
Good.
why I last to because I wasn't running fire.
This 10 by 10 room kind of illuminates with your torch. There's a wooden bathtub. It's got little clawed feet. A small iron stove with a kettle on top of it. There's a barrel under a spigot in the east wall. Yeah, looks like a little washroom.
I'll just make my way back into the landing and wait.
Power play, I like it.
So, after you, Bull?
Well, wait. Do we want to go up? We have to go down to. Didn't the children say that water was done in the basement?
Well, if there's a real monster in the basement, and we fought all of this up here, I don't want to fight the real monster.
Then why do we go up?
Why not?
That's your reasoning.
To be fair, I now want to see what's in this entire house. And only because people don't live here. There's some kind of, just like we just saw, there's something else. Real people don't live here, okay? To be fair.
And why did you come to the conclusion?
Why? I mean, nobody lives on this floor. There's
Well,
ghosts.
it's that floor,
There's
yes.
weird, dead, like, things. Okay. And they're
You
saying
can't
there's
tell me you've
monsters-
never heard stories about a haunted attic, a haunted floor.
Haunted floor. So you're saying this is the haunted floor? Then clearly,
Well, it's the only
upstairs is
floor we
fine.
have been on, and it's the only floor where we have run into trouble. So it stands to reason. It is a haunted floor.
I'm not a fan of going to fight in the basement, so we may as well go up.
I'll look to the rest of the group.
Wait, did Tech already go upstairs, or did you go somewhere else?
He went and checked out the other door that was across from the master.
Okay, sorry.
Found the bathroom.
Right.
He went out on the landing, you said, when he was done with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, not.
Oh, just
I
here.
went back out to
Right.
where the stairs were to wait.
I figured he would take a bath while we all go explore.
Gotcha.
Slash.
In that
lather up.
dusty tub.
there was soap in the linen closet.
Oh
so-
god, dust caked
Well-
soap? That's so gross.
Ew.
We'll say, well, I mean, I guess we could check out one more level. And he pokes his head into the tiny door.
Okay. Yeah, and as you're looking in, you see it go up into a there is a landing, a flight of stairs up.
Looks like we got stairs, gang. I'm going up.
It's bad when the bard is the first one in line.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, he makes the best decision, so.
Do not feel good about the situation.
Totally.
Am I safe in saying 100% of your problems are brought on by bull?
So far, I think so.
All right. Okay.
No.
Although Avi might be causing some other problems in the future, I can foresee.
Don't know what I do.
No,
I
I
do.
don't, but I do.
Char-grill your party. That's what you do.
Avi and Bull, as you go up into the next
my
landing, is just an empty hallway that's just choked with dust and cobwebs, kind of coming in and out, connecting, from one side to the other. You get up. There is another landing, like half the flight landing, and then it turns and goes up to another landing where you see a door.
And while this is all, like, as the cobwebs hit, I'm just going to produce flame, cantrip, and just burn the cobwebs. Not like a big controlled burn. How about that?
Bull, nice. Bull sees this. He's like, why don't you send your pal up in front of us?
Okay.
Now, we did not determine that you can see through this
Yes, correct. But
thing, so
I don't know how
Not
to
like a
control
familiar
it
in that.
yet, right? So I'm going to open the door and reveal what we see. With me, Avi will open the door.
okay. All right.
And Bull's doing that thing where he's got like his hand on Avi's back, but he's like trying to be as physically as fireproof.
So in attempting to control this, I'm going to cast teleport with it. And Bull, are
Yep.
you willing?
Yeah, fuck it, let's go.
So what it does is it fiery teleportation. The spirit and each willing creature of your choice within 5 feet teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Each creature within 10 feet of the space that the spirit left must succeed on a DC 12 Dex saving throw or take fire damage. So I imagine as I'm trying to move the spirit, it just like we all just get like however they travel in Harry Potter, I can't remember the name of it, and you kind of just like get in the flame and then it just is gone.
All right. Yeah, we'll say you guys kind of like warp, get sucked up into this little ball, and then the ball just.
And I'm going right here with it.
Okay. So yeah, you guys get transported into this new hallway. Again, it's just cobwebs, fire webs, where your little flame spirit is like burning. So it's got like a nice radius around it that the cobwebs are starting to just be burnt away, and the dust gets kind of burnt away. You see several doors throughout this hallway.
Hey,
no windows.
Bull, don't tell him I meant to do this. I mean,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
this wasn't an accident like tack things. This is all controlled.
Yes. I mean, that is how I live my life. And he like nudges you, gives you a little wink.
Well, let's move forward. Yeah.
So as you're up here, you do see one window to the north. There's a little alcove that looks up to the north. You see 1, 2, 3 doors that are up and to the left, and then there's one door heading down south. We'll pause you guys up there. Let's go back to everybody else down on the 3rd floor. So because you're Avi, because your flame spirit kind of people could take damage. I'm gonna say that hallway lit up and kind of spilled out into that room that everybody's in, minus Tack. So you saw maybe a brief flash in the pan.
Cam, is Cass in this room with me?
Yeah, it's you and Cass. Tack is out on the landing, the main landing hallway.
I was kind of just staring. I was just staring at the doorway. These guys have got up, and I'm just kind of like, I did not apply for babysitting. This was not part of the plan.
I have never had such irresponsible rebel under my watch.
I suddenly understand why Tax sighs so much. I get it. Okay.
So, Buffer Flame just came through the door?
Uh-huh. And we've got 2 overly fire enthusiastic casters upstairs. There's no real avoiding it, is there?
No. I'm going to draw my warhammer. Or heft it, rather, because I still would have had it and...
I'm going to poke my head around.
You're going to poke your head around?
I'm going to poke my head around the other way and just be like, Tack, babysitting. Just come back around.
The next time they're unconscious, tattoo for both of them. Poor impulse control. Right on their foreheads as a warning to everyone else.
Do I hear this?
Yes.
Please tell me I hear this. Are you sure that would not be just a badge of honor for them?
I mean,
I don't think that would be a warning.
Maybe it would be for them, but it would also serve as a warning
for
to everyone they come in contact with.
Unfortunately, we have already gone too far.
Yeah, I already got one that says no regrets, so it's cool. Kidding.
I'm going up the stairs then, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn again just to make sure the Tack is following, even if it is at a distance. Just make sure Tack's following, and then just kind of, okay, this is not what I signed up for, but okay, just kind of walk through.
This is fine. It's fine.
as you're kind of walking through this narrow hallway that has a jog to the left, you could see at the very top of the stairwell are some cobwebs, but everything else has kind of been burned out, and it's a nice clean path for you to walk up into. And are you all going up through the door?
I'll take the lead, seeing as our companions are wounded.
Okay.
And I'll go all the way up to the door there.
All right. Yeah, and you can make it through. You see Avi and Bull and and Avi's little fire spirit up there, kind of illuminating. I imagine your fire spirit's going to put off some light, some soft light, kind of dull light, at least we'll call, mechanically speaking, filling this hallway. There we are. And I'll say during that time, Bull and Avi, give me a perception check as you are kind of sitting up here while they're deciding.
9.
That's a 15 for your Bull.
You both hear this in the room directly to the north, like Avi, just on the other side of that wall. You hear like a chirping, chirp chirp chirp, like a bird, like a bird sound.
I'm gonna lightly rap like my knuckles on the wall.
Okay. Yeah, as you do that, it's you didn't catch a stud, so it's pretty hollow, and it almost fills your space. Chirping stops for a second. It's just really faint. And as you kind of sit and listen and wait a second,
Now,
it picks up again.
Oh, sorry.
No, it picks up again, just chirp chirp, and just kind of keeps going. Not repetitive or just every now and then just a chirp chirp? Go ahead, Bull.
I was gonna say, is this like a little bird chirp, or is this like cricket chirp? Okay.
No, it's a bird. It's a bird. And then I'll say at that point, everybody else kind of makes their way up.
Gang, I think we've got a haunted bird situation up here.
Haunted bird.
What's the hall up here look like? Is it just blank walls?
Yeah, it's
no
very
adornments?
very blank, bare hall. A lot of dust, a lot of cobwebs, except for where that fire spirit is kind of, I imagine, like floating and hovering throughout the room. It's just kind of clearing a path as it makes touchdown against a wall and kind of moves over.
It's not like unfinished walls, right? Like it could be potentially just another finished floor, just no decorations type deal.
Yeah, it's got that level of finish, but just there was no intention of decorating.
Okay.
But it has finished walls, but no, like there's no adornments, no. Even the doors, every kind of wainscoting that you've seen on the wall has had some sort of intricate kind of wooden carvings. This is like they either ran out of money or just ran out of time or care.
So hear me out. Everything else here has been angry. This has to be friendly.
No. That's your logic?
I don't.
I mean, it's like a 70-30% just in life. 70% is angry, 30% is going to be friendly. I think we're due for that 30%.
Did you happen to fail at mathematics, or perhaps probability?
No,
because I'm not digging those odds.
I think he's just missed out on a few life lessons here, which is that the universe doesn't care about you.
A little grim, but all right.
It's a little bleak.
I care about everybody.
You do, but the planetary probability 30/70 that you're throwing out there doesn't care about you.
Well, okay, I'll go in there and I'll make friends with it.
I believe the last time I heard the words "I'll go in there," a house was almost set on fire. I did get knocked out and then almost got knocked out again. And we almost lost our expert. So, not really.
Point of order, he is a druid, though, so if anybody's doing bird talk, it's this guy.
You get the most scathing look from Cass of just actual pure anger as he locks eyes directly with you and just says, "Don't push your luck, Bard." And just turns 180. Walks off for a second.
Bull, how many more people are you going to piss off on this mission, huh? Don't tense this up.
I have an alternate thought here. Why don't we go back downstairs and leave? There's nothing here for us. The two little kids that were asking for help, gone. What are we? Why are we still here?
I'm gonna reach into my bag, open the jewelry box, and grab one of the gold rings.
Are you doing this in front of everybody?
Yeah, but not like I'm reaching into the bag, so you can't see what I'm touching in there.
Okay, you're just reaching into a bag. You said you pulled out the jewelry box.
Sorry,
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna pull out one of the gold rings and hand this to Tack and say, "Would this change your mind?"
You can't spend money when you're dead.
But you have to die first.
I look back at Cass and Myrna. You know what? You can go in that room. You can go do whatever you want in there. I'm not coming to help you. Well, so if you go in there and something kills you, I'm not even going to bother to rifle through your corpse.
That's fair.
I'm just going to leave.
We're a party and we do things together, so I won't go in there.
That's right. We're a party of 5.
What? No. Oh my god.
Oh,
It took us till episode 3 for that joke to come out of you. I'm a little disappointed in you, Adam. All right, I'll look up at Tack, look back at Cass, Avi, Bull. All right. Why? Let me ask you this. Why do you want to go in there?
the unknown, clearly.
Uh,
Okay, and hear me out. What if that bird in there is a pet, hasn't had food, nobody clearly comes up here, and what if it's malnourished and needs us to help it?
Or is malnourished and wants to eat our face? DM.
Yeah, I'm here.
Since this is so dusty, are there any footprints in the dust other than the immediate area where Bull and Avi have walked?
That's a negative. I mean, if you look up in that hallway that has been undisturbed to the left, it's clear.
Okay.
Where up towards that door where Avi's standing and where Bull is at, there are footprints, and you can make out that they're theirs. And then that space to the south in this hallway is undisturbed.
I'm gonna
Alright.
bend over and like drag my finger through the dust and hold it up in Avi's general direction. If that's someone's pet bird, it's already dead.
You never know. It's like Schrodinger's cat.
Who?
Exactly.
I think
Alright.
what? Sorry,
That's
go
fair.
ahead.
Hey, but that's fair. If we all want to not go in there, I will not go in there.
I agreed to protect you lot, so I will. Much to my dismay.
I think what Avi is trying to say is we know nothing about this here, Madam Eva, and these people seem to be pretty wealthy as they've got, I don't know, 5 stories to their house. Maybe there's information
Parrots
in
the
one of
air.
these rooms.
You think that people who are wealthy would keep all their secrets in the attic, that they do not go.
Behind the hidden mirror, I think possibly.
I have not forgiven you for that mirror.
But I do apologize for that.
I don't think you do.
I will make it up to you at a later date.
All right. If you feel you must go in to see this bird, this potentially bird that just got caught in between the walls in an attic,
Oh my god.
then I will go with you. I will probably regret it, but I promise to protect you, and I will. I'm gonna push a little past Tack.
What time of day is it?
It's got to be noon at this point.
Yeah, it was early morning, like mid-morning when you approach the house. And you've probably been in here for an hour.
We've been
Kinda with
dicking around for an hour is pretty much what it goes.
With some of the downtime and kind of like assessing your actions. I'd say you've been in here for an hour.
The
So
arguing.
I'm approaching noontime is what your internal clock is telling you. Because when you look out that window that is to the north, you see a pretty dense fog that is... There's not a lot of sunlight coming through. It's hard to tell
Sure.
exactly what time it is.
Well,
So, yeah. Bull?
Hey, you volunteered to walk in the door. I'll be
Oh,
right behind
sorry.
you.
So I'm going to slowly open the door and just
That-
crack it.
All right, that first one right in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you go to turn the knob, it is locked.
Well, maybe this answers
It does have
for us.
it has a keyhole, regular house doorknob, but it is locked.
Maybe it answers it for us. Door's locked.
That
Do
is
we want
the
to go back
universe telling us to
downstairs?
idea.
And if you're so concerned about finding information check the places we've already kind of run through and just
Kill all the monsters.
scope that out?
Oh my god! Sure, I'm game. I will follow.
What
Maybe
about
there's
these
a key
other?
for your door? I said maybe there's a key for your door downstairs.
There could be, or maybe some of our hulking friends could open it.
How tall are you, Avi?
6 foot, maybe 5'8", 5'8".
Well, 5'8" or 6 foot, that's a 4-inch difference.
5'8".
So
We're 5'8".
okay.
So
Oh,
you're
God.
trying to politely ask someone to kick the door down. Yeah, I've got aggression. I need to get out. Sure, I'll just walk over. Just yeah, no. I'll hear everything going on. I kind of just turn without saying a word, walk past everyone, and just bang.
All right, give me an athletics check as you are. How, are you using foot? Are you using shoulder?
No, it's like full front kick.
Oh,
like,
okay.
no.
yeah.
We're so.
All right, give me an athletics check.
All right.
You better hope these doors aren't like hollow plywood or anything.
Yeah.
Bull's gonna ready a spell.
That's a 23, a 19 plus
God.
4.
All right, Bull. What is the trigger to your spell if you're getting one ready?
If I see something that looks hostile coming out, I'm gonna throw a card at it.
All right. So anything other than Cass. Cass, you come in and you're like stomping feet a little bit and like enough of this shit, and you plant your feet a nice wide base and you rear back and you kick, and that door it feels like it's gonna catch, but then you push, drive through your hips, and it does fly open with that stellar stealth check. Let me reveal some area.
Just kind of turn and just go.
Oh my god.
And as you're standing in the doorway, Cash, you see two beds in the left and right corner, far corner. You see a dollhouse to the left, just inside. And to the right, you do see a little table with a bird cage on it and a little tiny yellow, like parakeet type bird. And as that door comes in and slams, it does flutter up a little bit, starts chirping louder, and everybody else can hear it at this point. And then you do see two skeletal remains in the middle of this room.
As Cass kicked it, I'm just gonna peek my head around the corner.
Okay. Yeah, you catch all this. So the window that is to the north is bricked up, flanked by two dusty beds. The toy chest, windmills painted on the outside of it, that same family crest that you've seen. It is, at closer inspection, a perfect replica to the outside of the house, to the shape and size of the house that you are in. Cobwebs everywhere. Lying in the middle are the two skeletal remains of children in familiar clothing, tattered familiar clothing, and you can Rose and Thorn from outside. The smaller one does have a stuffed animal that you definitely recognize that he was clutching outside the room or outside of the house.
But the bird's alive, right?
The bird, from what you can tell right now, yeah, it is moving and chirping.
I'm gonna slowly walk into the room.
Okay.
I will
Go
follow.
ahead and place your tokens where
Oh my god.
you want them. I'm giving you guys control of the map for where you are, just so.
Right on the. I want to be on them,
Okay.
but I don't want to also. I don't.
I know, it's like I'm trying to
Yeah,
not be
right.
on
Within
Yeah.
a
I'm going
little
to
narrative
the
blurb, and I'll know
corpses.
that you're not actually standing on the remains of.
Yeah,
the,
I'm going for the remains.
I am going towards the bricked up window.
Okay. So Myrna, and Tack looking at the house. Okay. Myrna, you do see it is bricked up, and it is bricked up from what you could tell was like from the outside in. Like it was done outside, blocking. No other window up to this point has been bricked in.
Does it look like there are any signs of a struggle on the window?
You can give me an investigation check if you want to look that deep. And then, Tack, as you're looking at the dollhouse, go ahead and give me an investigation check as well.
16.
16, you don't see any like nail marks or scratches or any pounding or anything. There, it's pretty fresh brick, but you could tell like where the mortar was applied, it was pushing through the outside coming in. So
I got a 17 on mine.
Okay. As you're looking through, it is exactly what you've seen. As you start at ground floor, coming up to the very top, you've seen it's exactly perfect replica of what you have traversed in this house so far. You do see a doorway. Once you get up to the top attic, in that main hallway of the replica, you see a doorway that is not in the hallway, but it is in the dollhouse. And I'll say this, Bull, as Tack gets his eyes up and pinpoints that, you see down this hallway, right? I'll ping it. Right here, you do see the outline of a door manifest.
Because that's not creepy.
Gang, I hate to say it, but I got a ghost door out here.
You know, like in Beetlejuice where they draw the door,
No,
and then it's almost like that. Like this line just, and then it kind of cracks a little bit. It doesn't open, but it creates that fissure that was in the wall, and now is like there is a void there, creating a threshold.
So, serious note, we need to do something about these remains, right?
Yeah, I was gonna do some last rites, but if you had something you wanted to do, you could go ahead.
No, I think after we're done, what I would do is take them and bury them outside somewhere, and give them a proper.
Yeah.
Say this family should have as much wealth as here.
Yeah.
They should have a plot somewhere.
And then I'm focusing on the bird.
Okay.
So as I get closer, what do I see?
Yeah, so as you get closer, there's just a little table. It's got a like that stereotypical bird cage, one little swing in the middle, and it is this brightly yellow colored bird, like the first bit of color you've seen since you've hit that second or third and fourth floor, and it's sitting there just kind of looking at you, just kind of like cleaning its feathers, and every now and then it'll flutter over to its little cage. They're a little bit of seed, like where they would be seed, but there's nothing in there. It's just kind of pecking and trying to find some stuff. And as you do that and get closer to that, and with Tack closer to the dollhouse, out of the remains manifest two ghostly visages of Rose and Thorn, and they are now apparating in front of you and just floating there. And it's almost a mirror to what you saw outside before you came in. She has him very close at the hip, clutching him, and Thorn is clutching his doll, and they're just sitting there kind of breathing, just looking around the room as if it's been a while since they've risen.
Hello again.
And Rose, being the mouthpiece for this group, for the pair, again? What?
Do you not remember us?
We've never seen you before. Please don't touch the dollhouse. We don't like it when you play with our toys.
You don't remember seeing us at the front door?
No, we've been up here for as long as I can remember.
We came to save your brother, Walter.
Walter, last I heard, he was in the, and she's kind of like choking up at the point. He was in the basement. There's the monster in the basement too, so.
Where's your mom and dad?
They're probably in the basement too. I have the worst poker face as a DM. I'm sorry. I'm smiling, but it means nothing. It means nothing.
Wonderful.
Who locked the door?
Oh. It was my dad. Sometimes when they would have friends come over, they would tell us to go to our room and they would lock us in. And they never, every time they've come gotten us out, but not this time.
Do you know what friends came over?
No, I don't know their names. They wear weird robes, and
What color?
I think they're black.
Is this your bird?
Yeah. We named him Fern.
I'm gonna light a stick of incense from my backpack while this is going on, because I'm looking at the kids from the back.
Yeah, and they especially Rose kind of turns her head and sees what you're doing just in reaction to the flame being lit, and then turns back to kind of mostly Tack and Avi being next to the dollhouse and the bird cage.
Can I pet Fern?
No, don't touch our things.
So obviously there's the two apparitions. Is the actual physical doll still on the ground?
Yes, the doll that the skeletal remains were clutching is still on the ground, yes. And there is the manifestation of the doll is in the hands of young Thorn.
Why do you think there is a monster in your basement?
That's what our parents told us, and we've heard weird sounds coming out of there.
What kind of sounds?
It's kind of like singing, but not singing. It was more like chanting. That's probably the word. Chanting
from the people in the robes.
Yeah, I assume. I mean, I don't recognize the voice, and it's always. I mean, we're always up here, so it's hard to hear. And then every now and then there was a loud sound. Like I don't even know what to call it. It's so different than anything I've heard before.
Like a roar, a growl.
No, not like a lion's roar. No. Just, I can't even explain it. It's so different.
I'm gonna pick up the doll and try and hand it to the boy.
Okay. As you do that, for the first time, like even with the characters outside, the two children outside, the boy has been very tied close to his sister. This time he starts to separate, and you can see some space in between the two of them now. And he kind of like floats over to you, and he reaches out his hand, and it meets your hand.
Oh my God.
And go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw.
Son of a bitch.
DC 13.
It's a 5.
Ooh, ouch. If we can have everybody else remove their headphones for a second.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
It's a whisper. It's like a critical role whisper.
Sure.
We're getting one. All right. Avi. As Thorn's hand come down and touches yours, you can feel his arm kind of just mesh with yours, and he rises up into you, disappears. And everybody else will know this too, but you now have a flaw. You're scared of everything, including your own shadow, and weep with despair when things don't go your way. So you have a flaw that you're scared of everything, including your own shadow, weep with despair when things don't go your way. Now, I will say this, just so that we're not like taking all agency away from you. I'll let you kind of like explore the bounds of that. I want you to still be able to play Avi and be a participating member, but you do have this kind of, maybe you wouldn't go as far as you would have gone before. Like you probably wouldn't have gone up the hallway into this upper attic.
Okay.
But
Sure.
I think when push comes to shove, if you're in an encounter, we'll keep you there. You will engage in the encounter, but you won't be so like gung ho front lines.
That's fair.
Is that fair?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want it to be totally breaking, but
Okay.
let me just make sure I'm catching all my points here. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, everybody else.
Are we gonna be like banned from watching the video? too?
No.
Okay.
Just for the immediacy of this session, I think that kind of helps. But
That's
so
fine.
as that was taking place, you all see Thorn go towards Avi, and you see his hand catch Avi's.
Can
Go
I ask
ahead.
if it's like aggressive, or is
No,
it,
it's a very gentle hand touches the top of your hand and then runs up ethereally, like within your arm, and his other arm catches your arm, and your two bodies become one, and Thorn disappears.
When two become one.
We did not talk about Spice. Is that Spice Girls?
Yeah, that's
That
the
was
Spice Girls.
We did not talk about Spice Girls pre-stream, but we saved that for the limelight here. So you all see that Thorn disappear as Avi goes to touch the doll that is on the ground.
I just don't touch their things.
You okay there?
I'm gonna start waving the incense over Avi,
I mean, I've been better. But
like I'm trying to bless him.
I think we should leave.
Everything good in there?
Okay.
No, everything's fine. I just think we should just leave. Cut our losses.
Bull's
When
gonna
you-
try.
I was going to say, when you say that we should leave, Rose looks to you and looks to the rest of the group. You're not going to go to the basement to find
Oh no,
Walter?
No.
We're not. So what? We're just going back on our word?
Okay, let's go over a series of events. This house is terrifying. This house
Yes.
is terrible. And I
Yes.
agree with Tack. We should never have come in here. We should leave right now.
Wait.
Something's wrong with
Wait. Right. Rewind. Can you just say I agree
I
again?
just feel like why aren't you listening?
I mean, definitely are, but you wanted to come in, and you were so happy about it, and you and Bull were doing your own thing, and now all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I agree with Tack. Cut losses. Let's go.
Is there
Actually,
anything
no.
I can do to see if he's possessed? I don't have a spell or anything, but is there anything that you can
Any
letting him?
possession
However he is.
Yeah, give me what? That's not going to be Arcana.
check?
What?
Spiritual mind check.
Yeah, give me.
Make a smell check. No.
I want to say Nate. Is it with
What,
that
religion?
Religion. That's the one. There we go. Give me a religion check.
Right.
Come on, cleric.
Yeah, come on.
That is a natural 20, so 24.
Pew pew pew. Let's light up the chat with those 20s. Yes, you definitely know, especially with the disappearing of Thorn and the role reversal of Tax or of Avi's attitude. You definitely know this possession that's taking place.
Okay. So I'm waving my incense, and I'm actually sniffing Avi, like, because I can stand just above his head, so I'm like sniffing, and like you just see the hair go up with every. We have a problem. It appears our friend is possessed.
Possessed.
By common sense.
You know,
End
Tack.
of game. We're done. We won D&D.
If you didn't already have an inspiration point, I'd give you another one. You do, which reminds me, you do have an inspiration.
Oh my god. Y'all, I can't play a serious character if you're going to make me laugh every 5 minutes. I'm going to turn to Rose, If we help you, will your brother leave our friend alone?
If you go to the basement and you take care of Walter, Thorn will leave. And Avi, you feel like you're not like a whole lot of control being released from you, but you do feel your head kind of starting to just go up and down a little bit naturally, or not naturally.
In order for our friend to help, he is going to need more control over his body than that.
I mean, if you do something for us, then Thorn will leave. Thorn will leave the body.
Does anyone have an empty sack in their pack? Particularly a large one.
You could put me in it.
No, not that big. Although, you know what?
There's pillowcases on the beds.
Yeah.
That's true. Thank you.
Caution
That's a good
touching
idea.
Anything. Don't. We should just do what's required and get out of here.
I'm going to... Alright. Everyone, stay here. I will be right back. I'm going to go down to the first... The floor that we were in where Bull decided to set everything aflame. That one bedroom where the mirror was at the entrance to the door.
Yep,
there's a bed, right?
Down. Yep, that's down one level.
Yeah. So I'm going to go there, grab one of those pillowcases.
Okay.
Go back up to the room.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold it open and I'm going to look at Rose. We are going to bring you with us. So as you can see that we are going to complete your task. And see, we will take care of you. Is that a fair deal?
You'll take care of us. And she points down to the remains that are in the middle of the floor.
I just nod my head yes.
Well, we would like that. Right, Thorn? And again, Avi, you feel your head kind of
I'm going to
nodding.
try and stop and move it the other way.
Yeah, so you, without bringing your hand up, it's hard to do. It's hard to control and try to get it to go side to side. You would have to, like, sandwich your head and stop it. But it is... And the more you fight it, the more power you feel going into the nod.
It's a power nod.
Headbanger nod. Is that a deal? You can come with us. Don't leave Zavi. And when we are done, we will take care of you.
If you... Thorn won't hurt Avi.
But Avi needs control of his body. I can tell right now he is not doing that.
You promise?
You have my Salomon. I will help you.
You can... After you say those words, you see Rose kind of stand up a little straighter. She kind of digs one heel down into the floor. Doesn't make a sound, but it you can tell her trying to push down a little bit and like locking her knees and standing up straight. And give me a persuasion or intimidation.
Ooh.
How are you?
I'm actually trying to make a deal.
All right, so however you want to play it, I'll let you, and then I'll.
Okay, that's a 19.
She taps one heel down. And Avi, you don't feel any change. And then she taps the other heel down, and you can hear her kind of clear her voice and begin to purse her lips a little bit. And Avi, you feel that a reverse of the feeling that you felt before. And out comes Thorn from your body, and immediately goes into under Rose's wing and back to her hip. And Avi, you feel you again. You are no longer possessed.
I just wanted to give you your stuffy.
You're stupid.
Rose, please take it with you, and you promised.
You will have to forgive me. I can only be so gentle. And I'm gonna kneel down on the ground.
And as you get closer to the remains, they kind of part and let you. They don't part. They kind of move to one side, let you go past, and they move towards that bricked-in window, kind of putting their backs against the wall.
I'm going to very gently place all the remains in the pillowcase.
Okay.
And fold up the ends of the cloth so that everything is nice and neat and tight, and place it into my pack. Do you want me to bring that as well? And I'm going to point at the stuffed animal.
You can see Thorn, his eyes start to squint a little bit and start to quiver. His lip starts to quiver, and he kind of holds out his ethereal version of that same stuffed animal. And as he's making eye contact with that stuffed animal, he just starts shaking his head, and then he clutches it in tight again. And Rose says, "Yes, please."
I'll take the stuffed animal and I'll gently put it in my pack as well.
Okay. Yep. And they allow you this time.
And I'll look at Avi. Are you all right?
I don't know.
I reach into my pack and I pull out a little something and I hand it over to Avi.
I'm going to say, Avi, you feel like your stomach has been emptied.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Like you feel hungry.
I would imagine conflicted because never been possessed. And apparently I'm starving. I got the munchies from it. But, so, what are you handing over, Marina?
Are you going to open it?
Yeah.
It's a piece of chocolate. Eat it. It will help.
I'll eat it. Make a kind of... No.
No.
It's poo.
That's just chocolate.
Well, I suppose we've been well and truly wrapped into this situation now.
So, I mean, clearly we explore the rest of this floor, right?
Or we just go down to the basement and keep our promise. And then leave.
What if there's other wrongs that could be righted here?
How did the last one work out for you?
Is that Avi talking, or is that what Avi has been told or seen talking?
I mean, it's me, but
I'm sniffing Avi's head again.
I can't imagine what these two have been through. What if there are other atrocities that have happened up here? Clearly, I mean, you all can't just ignore that.
Why don't you ask them?
Are they gone now?
No, they're still there. They're just up against that bricked window.
So what else? And I'm gonna turn to Rose. What else has happened up here? What are these other rooms up here?
Oh, up here it's like guests. There's the storage room. And then the stairway down that goes all the way down to the basement.
And I'm gonna point to the door that Tack saw and say, what's behind that door?
That goes down. All the way. I assume you're pointing...
The secret door that Beetlejuiced in?
Yeah, I assume you're pointing to the door in the dollhouse.
And I'm going to look at the party kind of like... See? Gotta explore.
Awfully convenient, but hey.
I don't want to do this, but Bull, what are you doing?
Oh my god.
Can I investigate this door that is here at the end of the hall?
I told you I didn't want to do this. Yeah, so you see it. It is there's no handle or anything. you could fit your fingers in and grab and pull, but a little void has manifested itself in the shape of a door.
I'm nervous now.
Yeah, like at this time, y'all have been in that room for a while, and like he said his bit about the ghost door, and nobody said anything. He's like, all right, well, I'm just gonna, I guess, check this out. I'll take out 2 daggers and stick them in the void.
Yeah.
And see if you can pry either way, if it's like an innie or an outie.
It's an outie.
So
It's
like the door would open out towards me?
Yes. Yeah, so you would pry in and then pull towards you. And as you do that, and you get a smell you haven't got yet. It's not so much dusty as it is mildewy. And you see a wooden staircase, spiral staircase in a 5-foot wide shaft, very tight quarters, mortared stone all around that descends down. And as you kind of peer down, it goes quite a ways.
Okay. Bolt's gonna take out his horn.
Oh my god. Nobody's here to stop him.
And like stick his head in the stairwell and
Oh, I told you I didn't want to do this. What am I? I blame only me.
You hate us. That's pretty much what I've come to just...
So as you do that, it's very hollow sounding, and the sound does return, but carried with it is a weird sort of
Growl.
chanting that is kind of embedded itself within the echo that is coming up.
It's like echolocation.
You now have sonar.
You've unlocked sonar ability.
nice. And having done that, there's like another just wooden door next to me. Can I try and see if that opens?
So there's one to the north and one to the south. Which one would you like?
He's gonna open both at the same time.
I mean, I guess it depends on which way the door opened, because I'm assuming it would block one of them.
So the one you're facing, the secret door opens and is blocking the one to the north.
Okay, well, I guess I'll check out the south.
Okay. Yeah, so you open up this door, and a dusty chamber packed with there's a bunch of like mounds of things that have drapes over them. There is an iron stove, but there's just a bunch of mounds of sheets.
Bo's gonna look at this and be like, yeah, nope, close the door, and walk back towards the group.
I will say none are like humanoid or body shaped. It's more like furniture.
Like, when you cover furniture to prevent the dust from getting on.
Yeah.
Yes, still gonna close that door. Hey gang, I got a staircase over here that seems to be enchanted.
To be fair, I almost feel like once you blew your horn, we'd all run out of the room
Yeah.
to know what you were doing.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And I say at that point, like, you just are able to peek in, and then everybody else in the kids' bedroom is kind of tying up their narrative that happened. So,
Oh my god.
Just bolt as soon as we hear the horn. Just run, stop the bard from doing something else ridiculous. Stop him at all costs. Yeah.
Rose kind of chimes in and says, "Well, it sounds like you found the stairwell going down."
Sounds like that indeed, yes. I'm just gonna just kind of okay. Just pivot, walk out. Just ball. What have you done this time?
Well, I mean, I assumed something was down there, and I was just trying to draw it up. We got like a natural choke point here.
Right. And you decided, hey, now would be a great time to compose a symphony.
I've been working on a little haunting air, and I think I've got it down just about right. I don't know if you heard the chanting and the growling, and then the horn mixed in.
Does this, like, what kind of growling does this sound like? Like a big old throaty growl, or?
So, Bull, what you heard was not growl-like. It was humanoid, rhythmic chanting. Not like full-blown singing, belting out, but a chanting kind of. Almost, I mean,
Chanting,
you can give me a... Yeah, you're chanting, Ray. Once I get in here. Yeah, chanting. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
So Bull hears that. Myrna, I don't think you can hear it inside that room.
Okay.
I guess Bull would try to reproduce the sound. Who's like, it sounded a little something like a hubbub, but he's like does a little fluid motion with it. Hubbub,
little hip shimmy.
Yeah.
All right.
Where's my oath card? I need that.
Yeah, and as Rose hears you recreate that, those are my parents' friends.
I mean, shall we?
Okay, at this point, we're all just gonna die. So, yeah, let's go in the creepy basement.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Avi's been possessed.
No longer.
I mean, at the very least, Bull's horn skills are getting an improvement. But,
Thank you.
As everybody heads out of this room, I'm going to try and be the last one in the room, and I'm going to try and feed the bird.
Okay. And I think, Myrna, as you will use kind of that last religion check, you know that Avi is clear. He's been exorcised from what you know. So you know that seeing the apparition leave the body and then the changing in his attitude, you know that he's not possessed. Okay, everybody leaving except Avi. Is that how we're doing this?
yeah, Cass is regretting all of his life decisions right now.
Is Myrna's wound visible? Or was it like completely just like...
I think it got
ethereal
underneath my armor.
Yeah, that specter was able to like find the hole in the armor and like scrape down your arm, determining on the makeup of your armor. It might be dripping on the outside, but there you have not been healed yet. So, or did you catch a healing? No, nope. that was Cass. Okay, so you are. I don't know if you could see it, but you're definitely still maybe nursing it a little bit, still angered in the face. Just every now and then when you might move.
Yeah, I favor that arm, but that's probably the only indication.
Yeah, for sure.
You good to continue? And I'll kind of nod down at the arm there.
Well, unless we plan on sleeping here and taking the sun in the middle of the night, I don't think we have much of a choice. I have been through rougher things.
Fair enough. What about you? And I'll, look, raise my head back in Cass's direction.
Not feeling great, but frankly, well, it's like Myrna said. Don't exactly have a lot of choice if we're needing to get out of here. I can take a few more knocks. It's fine.
Well, if we do want to sleep overnight, I think I found a room with a bunch of
No.
Yeah. No.
with a bunch of
At this point, the forest is preferable.
So as that conversation leading out into the hall is going on, Avi, what were you wanting to do with the bird?
Just feed it. Try and I'll just push a little piece of food. I'm not gonna like touch it or anything at this point.
Okay.
Just push a piece of food into the cage.
Okay. As you get closer to it, you feel a whoosh of like cold air, and
great.
Rose and Thorn are right behind you. But as you just kind of push it in, and it lands in its little tray that's in there, yeah, the bird then hops over, starts pecking at it a little bit, and start figuring it. I assume it's just kind of like a dry ration or something. Yeah. It just starts kind of like pecking, and it eats it pretty quickly.
Out of curiosity.
Rose and Thorn are behind you. I mean, like, immediately behind you. Go ahead, Myrna.
I was just going to ask at a game, how badly decayed are those remains that I just stuffed in a pillowcase and then put in my things?
Yeah, it's pure bone.
And that bird's still alive.
Bird's still alive.
And that bird is creepy. I don't trust the bird. Sorry, continue.
Pretty bird. I almost named it PD, but...
PD.
Yeah, so as you push the one piece of food in, it gobbles it up, but the two ghostly children are right behind you.
I'm so torn. So what happens, like, if I step out of the room, where do they go? Because I'm the
children?
last one in the room, yeah.
Yeah, so I imagine you kind of push that in, nothing happens, you start to leave. The kids are kind of center themselves over where the remains were. They're not following.
So I'm gonna... Who'd be in front of me? Cass? I'm gonna tap on Cass's shoulder and say, hey, this may be weird. Fed the bird, it ate... I'm torn.
Feeling bad about the bird?
I do.
Look. Real talk. In some ways, I know that just judging by your actions, we have had a relatively similar upbringing in some regards. So trust me when I say I'm feeling it too. But we could be messing with something far more powerful than us. We are messing with something far more powerful than us. I'd say let's solve one problem before causing another.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, I fully understand the gravity of doing anything with the bird. So I just wanted to make you aware that it ate the piece of food that it was given.
That's a good sign.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know if anything's a good sign in this house.
I mean, I'm also inclined to agree with that statement. Let's solve this current problem. We'll see if the kids reappear, and if we're able to sort something out for the bird, then we can sort something out for the bird.
There's your sense of adventure.
Sense of conscience, more like. Well,
onward and downward, I think is how the expression goes.
Yeah. Hopefully we come back up again. Alrighty. Who's taking point?
Well, I mean, I think Bull, who is so valiantly charging in with his horn, right?
Alright, I'm taking point. I'll take point. Myrna, bring up the rear. Make sure none of the kids get lost. Make sure they've got their visibility jackets on at all times, and they're holding hands with their buddies.
Oh, wait, does anybody have a rope? We can do the thing they do with kindergartners where everybody has to hold onto the rope as you're going down the stairs.
I do have 50 feet of rope, yes. Something stupid like that.
Standard length of rope. DM, you're muted.
Sorry. As you are all standing out in this hallway, landing for the stairs going down, you notice you are not accompanied by Rose or Thorn. They did not follow Avi outside of the room.
Cool. That's a good thing. I would rather not see them again until
God,
this is all over.
I got so many things I want to try.
I mean, same, but also
Just
one
keep trying.
cast. Two, I'm looking at my HP like.
Well,
So-
let's head down. We'll take tax
All right.
advice, go straight to the basement.
Yeah.
What is the order? The marching order again? Can you remind me?
I'm taking point.
Okay, and then
I'll be behind Cass.
okay,
I'm at the end.
Cass, Avi, Tack and Bull somewhere in the middle, and then Myrna at the end. Okay, so you are going down.
I guess so.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be behind Avi.
Okay.
This is Strahd makes everyone so reluctant.
So these wooden, as you enter that first step, Cass, onto this wooden staircase, spiral staircase, it is not rickety in the sense that it's going to fall apart, but it is just every step is a creak and a crack, and just kind of adjusting to the weight that is being pushed on it, and it just spirals, and it is like you are shoulder width. You can't really move around. Nobody can really pass each other, and you just keep going and going and going, and it's about 50 feet before you get to the bottom. And as soon as you get, Cass, especially you being in the front, as soon as you get to the bottom, that ghostly, that chanting that was echoed is now, that was making its way up to the top level is now more, and it's almost like driving and not making you crazy, but it is, you want it to end, and you can't really tell where it's coming from, left, right. It's just all over and all around. You see what was once just like whatever the medieval equivalent of drywall is now stone. It has turned into a shaped stone down. You can tell you are in the basement. There is a sense of moisture and mildew, and that it is no longer a dry dust and more of a mold that is making its way into your nostrils, and you hear that chanting and chanting. But honestly, guys, I think this is where we are going to end it. That technical difficulty will be figured out later. But you are in the basement, in the dungeon where the monster has been. It's there, and you can hear this chanting.
Oh, good.
You did not level up. You are still level 2. I know that was going to be a question. Got to cover it. Yeah, thanks for the raid just in time as we wrap this up. I'm sorry, unfortunate timing. Guys, that session, way to come back from a long extended break. I'm so happy to be GMing all of you. That was so much fun. So many shenanigans taking place. Thank you so much. I enjoyed every bit of it.
Can we get Tack on a t-shirt doing this?
I lost my shit when you started counting, because finally Avi is on board with Tack's mindset there when he was possessed. And for those of you just rating, yeah, we had a possession and an exorcism in the same night. That doesn't always happen.
Too short-lived. Too short-lived.
Too short-lived. Yeah, we could use Avi possessed all the time. Anyway, that was episode 3, session 3 of Curse of Strahd. Again, this is sponsored by Roll20, Roll20.net. That's how we roll. We are in their Roll20 Spotlight program. They are sponsoring this playthrough. Thank them. Please, if you are using a virtual tabletop, check out Roll20.net. It is pretty legitness. Except for that dynamic lighting, which I'm still trying to figure out. Not a knock on them, just more on me. I got to figure it out.
It's cool when you get used to it.
I know. I should have. We had a long break. So let's talk about when we are coming back. We are playing next weekend, Sunday, same time. That would be 6:30 Pacific time, 8:30 Central. I don't know what it is your time, Dax. Is that 9:30?
Yeah, it's 9:30.
We are all over the globe. Not just the continent, the globe, guys.
I was going to say, 2 a.m.
Yeah,
2 a.m.
You're a trooper. Let's go through some wrap-up housekeeping stuff. You can find The Gods We Know here on Tuesday They are. Is it episode 16? You guys are kind of getting up there.
17, I think.
17. Holy
Yeah,
moly!
17.
Yeah, you guys are climbing up there, getting in out of your teens into your 20s. That's coming up on Tuesday. We got a one shot on the 15th. 17th, let me get it right. The 17th, that's going to be a Genesis game DM'd by the Gods We Know, Cole, who plays in that game. That should be fun and exciting. If you want in the one shots, get into our Discord down below. We would love to have you. We had one last night, the Arcane Empire, the Haunted Quarry, DM'd by Jen Quixote. That is up on our YouTube channel. You can check the edited version there. But yeah, if you want in a one shot, please join. The more people we got coming in, the more we will schedule them and get you a game. That is our goal, is to get anybody in the community a game.
I will say
many
we are
systems. So.
Adding to our one-shots short campaigns. So the 19th, we start Dead and Thay from the Yawning Portal. So if you're interested in that, it's usually about 10 sessions, so you really get a better feel of a character. I'll be DMing those as we kind of go through them. So that starts on the 19th.
And I think the plan is that we will, after that one ends, we will pick another mini module from Yawning Portal, fill the game, and then play through it, and just until we get done with the Yawning Portal. So that's kind of cool. And anything else? Anyone want to plug anything?
I think we're gonna raid right now.
Everybody's pooped. Before you raid, thank you so much, my players here. Like I said, to come off of a break as long as we did and jump right into knowing your characters and role playing, and I just, I'm humbled to share the table with you all. I truly appreciate it. So, thank you.
Thanks for running.
It's like 10 seconds, so we got like weird.
Oh, we're raiding. All right, the awkward moments.
Yeah, but Chris, thanks for DMing. Yeah.
You guys are welcome.
Absolutely.
It's awesome.
Chaz.
And we're going.
I'll just wave.
Bye,
wave.
everybody.